And I want to say a little something really quickly about music education. We talked earlier about this because we've watched a couple of videos about this today, but it's an interesting thing that people think some kinds of education spending are more important than others. And that's true on some level. But I do really believe, and I've seen in my own life and in the lives of lots of other people, that when you deny to children all the things that make learning interesting, that make learning feel valuable, what you end up with is you just have a bunch of kids who think that they're learning not for any higher purpose or not because of any great calling toward knowledge or engagement or thoughtfulness. They think that they're learning so that they can like get a good grade and not have to attend school anymore. It starts to feel, I said this before, but it starts to feel like arbitrary hurdles. It starts to feel like you're having to jump over something for no reason other than the fact that you're supposed to jump over it. And that's not why we learn. That's not why we educate the population. That's not why we devote money to public schools in the first place. We devote money to public schools so that we will have an educated population that will in turn be able to work and contribute to the well-being of the social order. And it's a huge part of that is arts education. I mean, a huge part of being able to be an engaged citizen who can contribute to the world is in arts education. And where, unfortunately, school systems are no longer able to fund arts education, it falls to philanthropy to pick up the slack and find ways to make sure that kids are still learning in the ways that are interesting to them and that make them feel like learning is not a bunch of irrelevant hurdles that were placed in front of them for no reason other than to torture them, but to feel like learning is something that is the work of a lifetime and that they're being introduced to because it will be with them and serve them very well through the rest of their lives.